Hey, I'm Alex, and I appreciate you stopping on by to check out my video today. I'm aware the title of this video may be a bit clickbaity, but play along, I appreciate it. This isn't a conspiracy video, this isn't a dogpile on the Old World community or Games Workshop. It's kind of two takes on the launch of Warhammer the Old World. So here's the context. I'm currently reading The Last Lance, which was a new novel put out to support the old world. I never knew anything about Warhammer Fantasy, absolutely nothing. I'm enjoying the book, it's good fun. It actually made me go, I actually want to buy the Bretonnia Army book. So I go onto Games Workshop, out of stock. Now you could argue and go, Alex, this is normal. Games Workshop always has everything out of stock. But then when I go further back and I actually look at the launch, a lot of suppliers online were arguing that they were getting little stock. And then this is kind of point one. A lot of people then started to say online, I was reading some forums, I'm not going to link them and all that. So I take my word, a lot of people were saying it was GW's approach to ride on the strings of nostalgia, have a big launch with some new units in a box, brand new improved rules, which is always good, some army books to support the factions, even though certain ones aren't included in this launch of the old world, demons, Skaven, etc. But then to expect people to buy it, but then there's limited stock. So the way I kind of see it, it's GW being GW. It's putting little resources into something for high profits, and then over time, slowly churning out support for that system, e.g. the Heresy, Lord of the Rings. The Old World is a box specialist game. It's the 40k to the Heresy, but AOS to the Old World. Now on to point two. Now for quite a few years, now fantasy wasn't in the picture. Yes, it was getting its great community support with the Third Age, whatever it was called. That's always good. I actually did a video recently, if you check up above, it's like people supporting unsupported dead games, which is always great. But my second point is GW not filling that kind of old vibe fantasy compared to the new high fantasy at AOS. You start to get competitors coming in taking that market value. You get the likes of Conquest, Song of Ice and Fire, Kings of War. That is potential money that Games Workshop is missing out on. They're not too fussed because they thought, it's not making us much money. But now they've seen kind of interest in it. I believe Old World was kind of a reaction to get rid of the competition, essentially. When you go into a LGS, what do you see? You always see Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar, and then you see some other specialist games, Infinity and all that, which is cool, it's always good to have the spice of life. But now with the likes of Warhammer Fantasy filling another box, that gives GW a wider reach on the industry. Like, essentially, Games Workshop's a juggernaut as it is, but now they're just doing more to take more of our money, and I believe that is what inspired them to relaunch the Old World as well. So that's like two of my main viewpoints on this situation. To conclude with those 2 points, it's not a conspiracy. Games Workshop hasn't gone out of their way to ruin the Old World, but I believe they did invest little resources because they knew they could get a lot of money back, but then also that puts them back on the playing field of that kind of area in the board miniature gaming space. And that's kind of my ramble video. Hopefully you come away thinking about something. If you want to comment, that's greatly appreciated. If you want to share, that's awesome. A like, a subscription means a lot. Thank you to the people on screen. You're great. I'm Alex. I'm attempting to make videos. I'll see you later.